well, it's eating me up inside. But we ran our course, we pretended we're okay. Now if we jump together, at least we can swim far away from the wreck we made.
Come on!
And only for a minute.
I want to see everybody's phone flashlights out right now. Put them up. Everybody follow me like this.
I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Even though I might not like this, I think that you'll be happier. I want you to be happier.
Let's go.
Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind. This just don't feel right to me. I want to make your smile. I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. So
I just want to say thank you again to Fortnite. And good luck to all the players today competing. Have a good day. Thank you guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for Marshmallow! I tell you, I've opened up for a few DJs in my career, by far the best one, hands down. Guys, this is incredible stuff here. I'm Golden Boy, your host, and this is the moment that we have been waiting for. 10 weeks have culminated to this point right here in New York City, Arthur Ashe Stadium. This house, ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves a round of applause for being here with us today. Without you, this is not possible. But now it's all about these players up on this stage. And this, right here, the trophy and the title of being the Fortnite World Champion. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. I want to get into these games as soon as possible, but I think we got to ramp up the excitement just a little bit more. When you think about what's at stake here for these players, so much on the line. And we crowned 2 Fortnite World Champions yesterday. That was duos competition. And today, people are right solo. It's about that trophy, being able to raise this right in front of everyone here in New York City and walking away with $3 million in prizes. History will be made, lives will change. Now, I know that you guys want to hear from some of our players as well. There's one player in particular each and every person in this arena wants to hear from. Jordan, who do you got?
The legend, the man, the myth. Tfue! I want my vest back, by the way. Guys,
Standing next to me, I mean, you guys know him. He needs no introduction. He's pretty decent at the game of Fortnite. He's like, fine, I guess. I don't know, 1v1 me in creative. We'll see what happens. You are, right? And your skills, your gifts, your game sense, your speed, your dexterity, your precision, all of these things that I'm sure a lot of people love. There are a lot of incredibly young, gifted talents that are up on stage right now. How do you prepare for all of these different game styles?
Basically, how I prepare is just stream to all my beautiful viewers, and they stream snipe me, and I get rushed by like 30 people in the game. So if I can handle that, then I can handle anything, right?
I have seen it happen in real time. It's insane. I don't know how you deal with it. I mean, you've got a long way to get to how is your rotation and flexible? What are your thought processes going on against some of the best players in the world?
Move on from there.
Move on. 355. There it is from the man himself. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Jordan, for that. Now we're going to get into the games in a few moments here. Yesterday we hyped up nicely, and I think we can do it again. This is it. This is for this community right here, whether you're watching them at home, whether you're here with us in New York City. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Arthur Ashe Stadium, let me hear you. No. Come on. Ladies and gentlemen, let us hear you loud and proud. This is the Fortnite World Cup Finals, and let's send it over to your casters for the first set of games. It's Courage and Dr. Lupo.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. The Fortnite World Cup Finals Solos competition kicks off today, and I could not be more excited. I'm still sweating from the marshmallow performance we just saw, but
absolutely,
Dr. Lupo, this is going to be a darn good time.
100 of the best solo players the world has ever seen in Fortnite are today playing for $15 million in Jack. First place takes home $3 million, which is the largest individual prize for any player in esports ever. Realize that? That is ridiculous.
Pretty long history. Lives will be changed today, as we know. It's been happening throughout the weekend. We've seen the best competitors in the world go up, obviously in the Pro-Am, in the solos or duos competitions, and now it is time for solos. We're going to go through the format, the prizing for everyone at home so they get throughout the weekend so far, and even more we'll be watching here today. So Ben, I want to break down these rules for everyone at home. It's not a Fortnite game.
It's not, especially if you've watched any competitive game in the past. I'm free right now. The top 25 placement will get you 3 placement points. Top 15 is 5. If you make it all the way to top 5, that's 7 points. And that coveted Victory Royale, of which there will only be 6 today, is worth 10 points. But on top of that, it's not just about placement. Every single elimination is an additional point. Those are going to add up, and we'll see exactly how things play out for 6 games. Yep, those 6 games, we add those scores up. Jack, what's the take home? I know, just read it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, first place today with $3 million Your prize money you're winning is also above the $1 million mark. Hey, I wouldn't be too upset with fifth place either at $900 grand, but you see, top 20 all earn $112,500 or more. And guess what? Just because they made it here today, everyone on the stage will win $50,000 for their efforts across the last few months of competition. And I can tell you the prize money is sweet. It's great going up against the best in the world, but that right there, the coveted trophy on your screen and the title Fortnite World Champion, the first ever solo World Champion, is what's on all these players' mind.
You have to remember, too, over the course of the 10 weeks of qualifiers, we had 40 million players throw their name in the pot to try and make their way to the top. And of those 100, only one gets first place. Only one takes home the trophy. And I'm going to say this is mine, just from watching him play over the last few days. What didn't go exactly how he wanted things to go. See Benji Fishy rise above and just put up a good show. He's an excellent player.
talented players. You know, we've been comparing drop spots, we've been comparing how they performed yesterday. We talked about LAN experience and how much the nerves can get to them. Arkram is someone that showed up yesterday on stage, performed quite well, played in the top 5. I think that today, where he's dropped that, he could put on a good showing, but we want to do P9 as well. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. Send us your thoughts. Who you predict to win? We've also talked to many of the people here in the venue about who they've got coming out on top. Let's take a look.
My pick to win solo, it's gotta be this guy.
I feel like young Tifu's gonna win.
It's gonna be between Clicks and Tifu, so it's gonna be Clicks though.
Probably Bizzle, because he has the most experience.
I think Bizzle has a good chance.
Solo, je dirais Bouga, je pense.
Tifu's gonna win.
C'est Belgique qui a gagné. Bizzle is the most consistent player, and he's at the top right now, so I'd say Bizzle.
I'd probably say Bizzle too, because he has a lot of LAN experience.
My prediction for the solo World Cup champion is Def.
Here to the Arthur Ashe Stadium live from New York City. Dr. Lupo, our games are almost ready to kick things off. There's so many ways you can watch this weekend, obviously your normal streaming platforms, but a new initiative as well from Fortnite, a new way to watch on Fortnite.com/watch. There's some unique stats, as well as all sorts of feeds you can watch from. It's a viewing experience with real-time stats and different ways to do a game. Head to Fortnite.com/watch and choose from this channel a dedicated map channel and 10 rotating options covering a selection of diverse players. You see there on your screen exactly who will be brought on up. If you want, feed 3 features Tifu, a player spotlight. If you're up in the Oceanian region and you want to see the Twins play, there you go. You've got your dedicated feed as well. An awesome thing to see for the future of competitive.
Absolutely amazing, but Jack floor loot possible along the way. Little side stalls, so quite a bit of wood to farm up. He's got a couple little forests. He's got the fork knife quarry there. Flush the ship up top. He can take that slip all the way to the top. He's got an opportunity to travel basically uncontested early game, unless somebody maybe gets a couple shots from distance. Meanwhile, over here at Mega Mall, Pika, Star, hanging out inside the shops. Quite a few chests. A lot of verticality inside tends to lead to audio-based fights and try and figure out whether your opponent is above or below and how much these players play. If they're keen on those audio cues, they'll know almost immediately.
Rotating now down to Lucky Landing. Ugon green. Snazy there as well. First stink bomb coming on before it doesn't actually wind up connecting too much. 16 builds in total. Now remember, we do play with siphon settings on, so if you get an elimination, you earn 50 HP. So if you're at 74 total health, you'll gain 26 HP to go to max and 24 shield. Also, when you get the elimination, even if the opponent has 0 materials, they'll still drop 50 of each material type. So there's a lot of, especially early game reward, Dr. Lupo, in securing some of these eliminations.
Now Snazy right now with the top down on his opponent, it looked like he's trying to use the stinks and that proximity grenade launcher just to try and find even one hit, which at this point with such low ammunition, he's out the stinks now. He still has the 3 proximity grenade launcher shots. He's kind of burning through resources.
I was going to say, he sees those grenades. I was thinking exactly that, yep.
Trying to find a beat at this point. He knows based on the audio, Bugga is rotating back and forth in this little brick tunnel underneath. No tags quite yet, minus a little bit of HP with Stink earlier. Snazy still has the high ground here. Not a ton of materials, 18 builds. At some point, he's going to have to opt to either push this or rotate away, and now might be the time to rotate away unless Bugga's going to push from behind. We'll see here.
Oh, wait, actually,
not even about to never mind, he already has a gold combat. 4 slot there. Snazy, Bugga separating from each other a little bit, not necessarily pressuring. Early game pressure at game 1 of 6 for the World Cup solos would be could be pretty advantageous with that siphon. Look for a shot, the heavy snipe. Work goes, and not quite enough. Bugga misses just behind as Snazy sneaks away. Higher floors of that north side building. Lucky.
Yeah, Bugga winds up seeing that middle cherry blossom tree get knocked down. And a lot of times in competitive games, players will just hit the trees down to 50 total HP left, but they won't fully remove them from the map because the animation of the tree breaking gives away your position. So if you want to make sure you stay a little bit more hidden in your games at home, only break trees down to 50 total health left and leave them. You'll get a ton of materials, but you'll also still remain as hidden as possible. Benji Fishy, a player with very high expectations for not only himself, but from the community here this weekend. Did play yesterday, I believe placed 14th with his duo, Mr. Savage. The first stink bomb comes on through, and with that damage, it looks like Benji Fishy wants a fight, but unfortunately does take 50 immediately from the back, and will go ahead and just give up his position for the moment.
A little bit of frustration on his face, and I can't blame him. Shots as he's attempting to push a little bit on Nate right there. Pleasant Park still inside the safe zone, so moving away from this doesn't have to happen just yet. We'll see. Nate takes an opportunity, rotates all the way across to that treehouse building, southwest corner. Meanwhile, southwest of the entire map, Drew not alone down here. A little bit of a build fight back and forth, and they are not inside the zone. 91 players remain right now. Only 9 have gone down. It's early in the game. It's going to stay very, very high in the player count. Drew maybe waiting to see if that edit comes through. It doesn't quite. Storm waiting inside. You see this all the time. Just holding the edit inside the pyramid. Yep. He doesn't want to step out, potentially get shot. Rotate back down underneath and maybe check his other sides. Meanwhile, King and Wiki in a 1v1. King on the defensive. At this point, he might have the high ground. Oh my gosh! Sneaks the shotgun shot in right before the ramp can go down.
Oh no! Okay. Oh okay. No! And you see King, a little bit of a smirk right there yesterday when we had a little bit of a, maybe I guess you could say trash talk in the game. It was Skeptic who winds up going down to Mongrel Mitro. This time I think King will live to see another fight, but ooh, I like some of this little spiciness to kick off game number 1. He wins that fight with a quick wall retake and headed on through. Over to Neo, Tilted, Creo, Hornet, and Clicks. Currently within a couple of buildings of each other. You see on your screen on the backside, Lechi, Maw, and Mongrel still there as well.
Slayer Moyes rotating through. Looks like a ball on the backside. real quick. Put the replay up of exactly how that played out. Storm here, stuck inside that box just moments ago. Oh, full send into the air and does pass the shot there. The first SMG proving useful even midair.
First SMG, probably not the exact item the players want, but still making use of it with the corn fight. Dr. Luke, you're used to this in Nebraska, as right now we've got
like home for me, Jack.
Yeah, this is, I mean, you've got a ton of skill in this one. Already ramp goes through, and Rogue Shark is what's ready for it, so he didn't catch it. And then ended it as the ramp connection cover. It's one of the fastest, but most effective ways to take out an opponent when they're inside their 1-by-1. Left Eye did just get an elimination. Does to get away 3 rounds, but solid start as well, and I believe I did just see a fan favorite in Vivid in the elimination feed picking up his first elimination.
Starting to move, we have circle closes, and it is a big crunch to the center of the map. You might not be able to see in the bottom right there, but folks, it is just northeast centered from Neo tilted. Everyone is going to get pushed together into the city. You can see here, Dubs trying to push from the outside of Flinthawk from his opponent to rotate away, and Dubs does not want to let them go. 46 back-to-back hits, and he can't find a bead on Evil Mare. Goes down out here, Gold, Greasy Grove, Isolate.
And you see Evil Mare still just in total about 80 HP. Got the 50 back for the elimination, so when you calculate it, really only had about 30 health left. So Dubs so close, but not able to connect with that final combat shotgun shot. And Dr. Lupo, look at this inventory for Riversong for Team Liquid. 6 shockwave grenades, 2 minis, 3 chug splashes, a launch pad. Weapon's a little bit awkward, if I'm going to be honest. Just a scoped assault rifle and a epic tactical shotgun. But Storm Surge is coming to play, and Dr. Lupo, we haven't really touched on that yet today. Inform the viewers at home as to exactly what this is.
So Storm Surge is a mechanic to prevent potentially sitting, and if there are a certain number of players at this point, when there's over 70 when the circle closes, they'll start to take damage at the tick. That's every 5 seconds. Unless they are over the threshold for the amount of damage done in the lobby. It's a way to encourage players to get engaged in fights without having to force anybody in. You can't really just sit still the entire time. You've got to get engaged, get involved with what's going on.
And it ends when we go below that threshold. Let's bring up this first threshold. You have to drop below 70 players. So Storm Surge will remain in play right now until 69 players is reached. You see Boogie with an elimination, Blaster with one as well. Players above the damage threshold sitting pretty right now, but players who are below it, they're frantically searching for some damage they can do to try to get themselves in a safe spot.
Aqua on your screen, one of the World Cup duo champions from yesterday, just outside of Rusty Divot. Shots inside here, Colorful trying to rotate back away, doesn't want to quite get caught just yet. Those splashes, by the way, one of the best healing items in the game right now in scrimmages, competitive Fortnite. An instant throw 20, and it's HP or shield. It'll transfer across both. May not be able to get the soft quite yet. It's going to cancel.
He did.
Oh, he did indeed. Yep. Kurtz applying pressure to the side. Not a lot of ammunition right now in the inventory. Only 70 medium rounds for that heavy AR. Not the favorite for a spray weapon. Great at tap fire at a distance, though.
Look at how dead center this zone is in the bottom right of your screen. Mr. Savage did just get an elimination down on the offense. Mr. Savage still alive in this one, looking to bounce back from yesterday. I know Mr. Savage wasn't too happy with the final performance. Kurtz still, we saw the player piece on him from Brazil, trying to rep
top 15 is 5. Top 25 is 3 points, and every single elimination for these players is an additional point. Here we go, the focus of the current map right now. A lot of players out here on the hill. Northeast side of Neo tilted, actually a pretty good spot. You have multiple slips nearby. While those are still on, you have to remember those do turn off. Sky taking shots, I believe that's on DRG, just to the south. More pressure applied there. He's trying to sneak any shot he can through. Actually, it's challenged. Surprises me. Doesn't go for the build there to protect and get a better spot.
Wow, that's solid damage, though.
Just go for it.
Solid damage, and look, it's also on the ground right there. The legendary infantry rifle still can swap to that when needed. Right now, choosing to go with the spray weapons. This is a player that's close. We have a replay coming on in soon of Mega from FaZe, who played yesterday in the duos competition with Dubs. Dubs already dropped his cable. See how Mega plays this one. Gets in the opponent's box. 2 clean shots. And there it comes through. And near max materials, Slurp Juice as well as Chug Splashes will be sitting pretty with the inventory right there. The next zone did just pop on up. Moving to the zone. And what we're seeing right now from Skite is Skite recognizes he's got extra materials back. So he's going to run back, build out a little bit, grab the excess materials, and continue to tunnel with these mats. He's also juggling items over as well to still have the ability to use these whenever he would like to wish to in these next zones. Here's everyone on the map. A rocket being fired on the far side. Bizzle there still on your screen. Commandment, Epic Whale. Prisionero still boxed up in metal just outside the zone, and Stompy, who was one of the more dominant European players in the online qualifier, still in this one, but Zayt was in the lead with Sap yesterday. 5 of the 6 games, but in the end not able to close. Continuing to spray, is above the damage threshold. This next threshold of player stock to Lupo, 50. So we're about a minute away before it activates. Bizzle with elimination.
At this point, too, you have a lot of players. Crunch is going to start to happen. Player count starting to dwindle. The loadout here in Zayt's inventory, a single Shadow Bomb going to be used for rotation if he has to. Quite yet, though, he's already in the next safe zone. That heavy sniper rifle we just saw moments ago, and he'll probably go for it again. He's going to knock out a wall and immediately swap to that legendary AR to try and take shots while the wall is gone. While the player may not be paying attention. This is a big one right here. Immediate swap, a 69 shield pack, solid crit through the wall.
15 AR shots left, Dr. Lupo, so we'll have to use them wisely here. 8 players have dropped so far in the zone. We're in a southwestern side zone on this one, so already some good variation between the zones in Game 1 and Game 2. Hornet would continue to move slowly but surely over to Nyx. Again, looking at the map, looks like a lot of players still outside the zone as you expect, and then begin to rotate on through as the first strike goes.
Time to make decisions. Force engagement there. The tree disappears, and that drum shotgun spewing shells out. Going to push inside the box. Can't quite get the wall if the trap was placed. No luck there. Doesn't have one in the inventory. Nyx still trying to apply as much pressure as possible without having to chew through too many rounds. Here, the drum shotgun. So much damage dealt with this thing so far. Wouldn't be surprised if he goes in for it here in just a second, and he does. Watching that corner, Hornet still on the defensive. Long-range spray from a drum shotgun isn't enough, but up close, the thing is very, very deadly. Nyx picking up this game.
Also with the emote after the eliminations. Let's do so far. Spicy.
Jack, you love it.
I loved it.
You love it.
I get like 1 elim at first 3 games, so every time I have the option to vote on my opponent, it's fantastic.
A very important note there. Nyx had the most eliminations in the online opens at 61 in this qualifying weekend. That's crazy too. And Nyx from Brazil we often saw very aggressive gameplay from those players during the qualifying matches.
All they would do is kind of stop their lobbies. I always talk about how insane it was. Here's the inventory for Tfue right now. 4 minis, 3 big shields,
good lord,
4 shadow bombs,
good lord,
a launch pad, a legendary infantry rifle, a blue pump shotgun. Tfue set up for the rest of this game, nearing max materials as well. This is going to give this man a block all by himself.
Nobody wants to challenge here, but it's one of the best.
Place. So our Game 1 winner out early on, which means that 9-point lead will surely be cut down as this one goes on. Quick thing I want to remind everyone of, yesterday we were nearing the #1 trend in the world on Twitter. I'm going to challenge all of you right now. Use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup across everywhere. Send in how you're watching today. Let me know who you think's going to win. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup everywhere from the millions of you all tuning on in. Can't stress that enough. Let everyone know that the largest event, one of the largest events of all time, concludes today with a $30 million prize pot in total throughout the weekend.
Isar holding and headed here. Got a little stalemate. He's going to still hold that side, look for the shot. Can't quite find his player. Backs out of that. Fast enough.
Mr. Savage goes down to Mega.
He's eliminated early in this game, too. Solos. Keemstar holding this edit yet again, just trying to wait and watch to see if he's going to spot the player make a move. This might be an opportunity to make a play here. Twins baiting the ultimate high ground here. Sets to go for a wall replace. Does get it. Pressure applied, going to jump up. He built the ramp preemptively to defend against any shots. Here it is, a shot from the side does make contact. Twins down to 90 total HP. Big hit there with the shot. He can try and rotate up on the outside, getting pressured against the edge of the storm, and a build-off is kind of the only answer at this point. Twins down, doesn't quite find. Good shadow to try and get away, but if the player inside is smart enough, Keemstar knows exactly where to shoot. Twins is going to go down. We'll see here. One pump is all it takes, though, with this thing. 150 HP.
Oh my gosh.
Almost going down there. No shield remaining. Back and forth between the two types of Fortnite. And there it is. Keemstar finding the lead with the shot in there. Twins eliminated.
Storm Surge kicking on in. I do want to point out where this next zone is. Spoke to production. We'll bring that back in for you all to see just how insane zone number 2 will be for everyone on this map.
Absolutely just ridiculous.
Yeah, because they have a long, long run ahead. Look at that.
All the
third
way
of
to
the zone
south side.
Off the map.
Not only are you forced all the way to the bottom of the map, you've got nothing on the south end of the safe zone. The players going to get compressed together. I would expect going into circle 3 or 4, you're going to see a very low player count in comparison to last game. We're already down to 75. And Storm Surge now getting ready to kick in. You have 5 players that need to go down before damage starts to go out to those that have not dealt enough of it.
Yep.
Multiple players bunkering up here at Happy Hamlet. Not a whole lot of real estate left. Shots going out there. You heard that minigun, one of the very, very, very good weapons for applying pressure to structures, especially when you see other players.